Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Ryan Prosick. United States Representative Matt Cartwright held a press conference in Wilkes-Barre on Monday to announce an upcoming quantum science initiative in northeastern Pennsylvania. Under this new initiative, Cartwright said the government will be collaborating with businesses in northeastern Pennsylvania to accelerate commercialization and enable new developments to benefit the Department of Energy, the Department of Defense, and NASA. Cartwright said the initiative will also benefit northeastern Pennsylvania.
Things like low Earth orbit, traffic management, there's a lot of things that you don't think about that are in northeastern Pennsylvania. We're going to start thinking about these things because it means jobs, more jobs, better paying jobs, and manufacturing jobs. Boy, do we need those around here.
Quantum technology explores the ways in which energy and matter behave on an atomic and subatomic level. Although Cartwright was excited about the project, he said it will not happen overnight.
It's clearly going to start off with a trickle, but it's a kind of thing that could turn into a flood. Because you think about the development of the internet. It started off with, playing video games and going on bulletin boards and AOL and all of that. And it just gradually gained momentum, and now it's nobody can do anything without the internet in this world. So that's the kind of thing. The idea is, let's do these things intentionally. Let's collaborate, government and business, and speed up that process of kind of hypercharging our economy. And I love the idea that we're going to do it right here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
The press conference was held at Wilkes-Barre's Luzerne Bank Building beginning at 10 a.m. Wilkes-Barre Township Police responded to a report of a shooting on Thursday at the Wilkes-Barre Township Marketplace. According to police, the shooting was the result of a dispute between Nicholas Gilliard and Johnny Creedle regarding the slamming of a car door. Witnesses say the two individuals then began shooting at each other in the parking lot. Gilliard and Creedle have both been taken into custody at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility and have been denied bail. Both individuals have been charged with criminal attempt to aggravated assault and recklessly endangering another person. Emergency crews responded to a residential structure fire in Butler Township on Monday. According to officials, crews were called to the scene of 250 Buck Ridge Drive around 10:30 a.m. Firefighters say the home was completely destroyed, but that the family was evacuated safely. There is no word yet on the cause of the fire. Hazleton City Police arrested a driver on Friday after a traffic stop revealed 7 pounds of marijuana on the passenger seat. According to police, the traffic stop was conducted in the area of West 21st Street and North Locust Street for registration violation. However, police say the operator exited the vehicle and fled from officers on foot. The operator was eventually taken into custody in the area of 21st Street and Lafayette Court, where they were identified as Navy Marte of Hazleton. Upon further investigation of the vehicle, police also discovered a black garbage bag containing 7 pounds of marijuana and over $1,600 in United States currency. Marte has been charged with possession with the intent to deliver a controlled substance, resisting arrest, and driving with an expired registration, among other charges. Marte has been transported to the Luzerne County Correctional Facility, unable to post the $150,000 bail. A woman that has been accused of driving with a child in her car while she was under the influence has been taken into custody. Michaela Gaines was taken into custody after Pocono Township Police say they were called to a Burger King parking lot on Route 715 for a report of a reckless driver. According to the 911 call, a woman was seen driving in and out of lanes on Interstate 80, almost hitting other vehicles before she eventually pulled into the parking lot. When officers arrived, they found Gaines with a child in the back seat and noticed an open alcoholic beverage in the vehicle. Further investigation uncovered that Gaines' license had been suspended due to previous DUIs. Gaines has been taken into custody and has been charged for suspicion of DUI, driving with a suspended license, child endangerment, and other related charges. Crews were called to Route 940 for a report of a car fire. Crews arrived to find the vehicle engulfed in flames. It is unknown what caused the car fire and if there was any injuries in the incident. The Carbon County Sheriff's Office is asking the public for help in locating a wanted man. Luis Rivera has been charged with simple assault and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. He's believed to have ties to the Lehighton area. Anyone with information regarding Rivera's whereabouts is asked to contact the Carbon County Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. Coming up on WYLN News, we learn more about the upcoming American Cancer Society Telethon. Plus, Senator Dave Argel announces a telephone town hall happening tonight. But first, take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The American Cancer Society Telethon will soon be returning to Hazleton with a boatload of great raffle prizes. We check in with Telethon co-chair Jane Doherty for the details.
Hi, I'm Jane Doherty, co-chair of the 45th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon, coming up very soon. With me is Pat Korb, our PR person. She's going to tell you about some of the special things that will be happening at this year's telethon.
Hi, I'm Pat, and I'm here to invite you to the American Cancer Society Telethon on Saturday, November 18th at 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts. You can view this program on WYLN, or you can certainly are welcome to come down and join us at the theater. One of the things I'd like to talk about today is our pledge opportunities. They're pledge bid opportunities. The first one is give you a chance to bid on a gorgeous necklace. It's a gold diamond necklace and matching earrings. And the value of this is $1,000, so it's something really that you might want to have the opportunity and bid on. This was donated by Rob and Tony Chrisman, who are owners of Antonio's Jewelry and Repair, 289 Airport Road, Hazel Township. Now there's a special thing you have to do to bid on these items. First, get the phone number, 570-459-1212, and you bid between 11 a.m. and 10 p.m. There's only one pledge per person allowed. Pledges must be $100 or more. The pledges will then be placed in a goldfish bowl, and at 10 o'clock, a winner will be notified regarding pickup.
The telethon will be broadcast live right here on WYLN TV this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Senator Dave Argel has announced that he will be hosting a telephone town hall on Monday, November 13th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. During the town hall, constituents will have the opportunity to ask the senator any question relating to state government, including the school property tax system, road and bridge repairs, and bills to fight crime in the community. Anyone interested in participating can dial 877-229-8493 and use the PIN number 111786. The Carbon County Sheriff's Department is asking the public for help in locating a wanted woman. Georgette Rimsky is wanted on simple assault charges. She's believed to have ties to the Palmerton area. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to contact the Carbon County Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. Coming up on Hazelton's News Choice, we recap the weekend on Let's Talk Sports. Plus, Penn State Hazelton celebrates Diwali on this week's Good News Monday. Then Ramilda Crocomo continues her discussion with the Chief County Solicitor on Crocomo's County Report. So stay right here because we'll be right back on WYLN TV.
It's time for Winterfest at the Bloomsburg Fair. Enjoy holiday fun the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. Shop over 200 craft vendors, including local wineries and distilleries that will be inside 4 fair buildings. Meet me, Santa. I arrive Friday night via the Parade of Lights, ending its parade route at the fairgrounds. See a puppet show or make a craft. Enter the cookie or chili contest. Participate in the Fa La La 5K. There's something for everyone. Ho, ho. Plus free admission and parking. Details on the Bloomsburg Fair Facebook page.
Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute brings the next level of cancer care to the greater Hazleton region. The new cancer center on the campus of Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is now open and offers an advanced radiation therapy program, an expanded infusion suite with private treatment rooms, and the latest telemedicine technologies. The Cancer Center at LVH Hazleton, offering world-class cancer care closer to home. To learn more, visit lvhn.org/Hazleton Cancer Center.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Chris Kindlefest and Holiday Concert featuring the Hazleton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra directed by Robert Lagana will be held Saturday, December 2nd at Christ Lutheran Church, Church and Green Streets in Hazleton, with beautiful crafts for sale, a tricky tray auction, and make sure you check out their Tannenbaum Tea Room, where you can enjoy tea, scones, and other treats. Experience the full light and sound display featuring the Nativity message, and St. Nicholas will make an appearance. The concert starts at 4 and there's no admission fee. Check out Chris Kindlefest at the Christ Lutheran Church.
Welcome back to a Monday edition of Let's Talk Sports. We had a lot going on this weekend, but we're going to focus on the 1 p.m. slate of NFL games. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the rest of NFL action, including Monday Night Football, which takes place tonight, between the Broncos and Bills, and UFC 295, which definitely delivered on the hype, if you're asking me. Not in the way I wanted it to, but it still did nonetheless. Anyway, let's get right into it. Speaking of 1 p.m. games, I got to go back a little bit in time because we had another Germany game, 9:30 a.m., last one of the season, Indianapolis at New England, 10-6. If you didn't watch this game, you didn't miss much, but the Patriots only have 2 wins right now. Mac Jones got benched on the final drive of the game. The final drive, Bailey Zappi came in. What a situation to get thrown into. It wasn't like it was a blowout or anything. You were down 4, and you task your backup quarterback with trying to win you the game. Incredibly unfair to Zappi, but Jonathan Taylor and Gardner Minshew and company looked decent for scoring 10 points. I'll say that myself. Josh Downs and Michael Pittman had impressive games as well. So it was all good for the Colts, who picked up another big win and who are right back in the midst of a playoff race in the AFC South, especially after the Jaguars lost on Sunday. We had Houston at Cincinnati, 30-27 for Houston. I don't know what to say besides CJ Stroud is having the best rookie quarterback season we've ever seen from anyone. 2 straight game-winning drives in 2 straight weeks. I knew it was going to happen as soon as Evan McPherson kicked that field goal. It was just bound to happen. Noah Brown's been a standout target for him. Former Cowboy, may I add. Also Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz, another former Cowboy right there. So Houston has a nice little crop of talent there to go with their franchise quarterback. And as for Cincinnati, they needed this win, and they couldn't grab it at home. Joe Burrow kind of struggled a little bit. Jamar Chase was hurt. He still scored and came up big for the Bengals, but no one else really showed up for that squad. And the defense did all they could against C.J. Stroud, but I think it's time to crown C.J. Stroud as a top 10 quarterback in the league already, and he's quickly climbing, if you ask me. We have New Orleans at Minnesota. Minnesota wins 27-19. Josh Dobbs is the greatest story of the season. He was cut over and over. This is like his third or fourth team of the season. I think it was fourth. I know Mike Tirico got that wrong on Sunday Night Football last night because he forgot about the Browns in the preseason because that's how many teams Josh Dobbs has been on. But this man could work for NASA, and he is now the Pastronaut, according to NASA's Twitter. So Josh Dobbs is inspiring many. It looks to take Minnesota to the playoffs, which I think he will. He's been nothing short of incredible and proving myself wrong, of course. My pre-draft evaluation was wrong, but it took a couple of years. Anyway, we had Pittsburgh at Green Bay, and how does this Pittsburgh team keep winning? 23-19. I know Green Bay is not that good, but goodness gracious, Pittsburgh is in the wild card spot, and they don't deserve to be there. They're getting outscored, outgained all over the place. Well, not outscored, but they're getting outgained all over the place. They can't be outscored winning football games. But they are just chugging along here with Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, first 100-yard rushing game in his career, and I don't know what to make of this football team. TJ Watt is an absolute incredible football player and should be Defensive Player of the Year, if not for Myles Garrett getting it, which we'll talk about him in a little bit. But we also have Tampa Bay at Tennessee 20-6. Will Levis, encountering some rough spots in his rookie campaign. That's to be expected, but the rest of the team doesn't have much talent outside of DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry, who's been struggling to get going. It looks like Father Time is finally catching up to him, but Baker, Mike Evans, and Rachaad White delivered a big win for the Buccaneers, which they don't have a team over 500 in the NFC South, so any of these teams could go out there and absolutely win this thing. And speaking of San Francisco and Jacksonville, which I said earlier, San Francisco with the 34-3 victory. This one was too easy to predict. Jacksonville can't beat the top team. San Francisco got Deebo Samuel and Trent Williams back, two of their best players. And Brock Purdy looked impressive, and I think it's pretty easy to say that when Trent Williams is in, Brock Purdy's going to do a lot better, but that's what they say about top-tier O-linemen. They protect the quarterback very well, so he's earning that contract money, but not much to talk about here. San Francisco destroyed Jacksonville, but Christian McCaffrey's touchdown streak ends short of the record. He couldn't get one. They tried. They tried their hardest at the end of the game to get him that touchdown, and they just could not do it, which I don't know. They could have got him one at any point in the game. They just chose to wait till later with Sam Darnold in and everyone knowing where the ball was going. And, not much to say about that one. San Francisco looks dominant, and Jacksonville looks like they're good, but they're not great. And then finishing up, we have Cleveland at Baltimore. I genuinely thought after that first pick six by Kyle Hamilton, I thought the game was over. Baltimore was doing anything they wanted. Keaton Mitchell, who's been a star breakout rookie, he only touched the ball 4 times, but you knew those 4 times he touched the ball. That's all I'm saying. But Deshaun Watson somehow rebounded from a poor outing. Myles Garrett took the game over, which I can't wait for the Defensive Player of the Year argument because those two fan bases absolutely hate each other because this argument's been an argument for a couple of years now, it feels like. And they're both insanely good players, but TJ Watt, it's tough to say. I'm undecided at this point in time, but Amari Cooper chipped in, Kareem Hunt. It was an all-around effort from Cleveland, and the defense played great. Lamar's been struggling. Even though he's in the MVP conversation, he's finding ways to lose games, which is not a good thing, but they fall 33-31 on a last-second field goal, which we saw 5 of those yesterday, 5 walk-off scores in the NFL, most on any given Sunday. So you know what they say, we're going to be back tomorrow to recap the rest of the NFL action and talk about the 2 title fights in UFC and more. So we'll see you right back here tomorrow on Let's Talk Sports. See you then.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations,
Route 93 in Escapec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
It's time for Winterfest at the Bloomsburg Fair. Enjoy holiday fun the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving, November 24th and 25th from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. Shop over 200 craft vendors, including local wineries and distilleries that'll be inside 4 fair buildings. Fill your belly with some delicious goodies from a variety of food vendors as you listen to live music. Take a horse-drawn ride around the fairgrounds. Get photos with me, Santa. There's something for everyone. Plus free admission and parking. Details on the Bloomsburg Fair Facebook page.
The 45th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon will be broadcast live on WYLN TV 35 from the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts in downtown Hazleton. Watch it live on TV from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. or come down and join us in person Saturday, November 18th. There will be tricky trays, bake sales, live entertainment, and more. Year 45, together we strive, and so many more can survive. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
Penn State Hazleton's Multicultural Club recently hosted their Diwali celebration. Also known as the Festival of Lights, Diwali is a South Asian festival that runs from October to November and marks the beginning of the fiscal year in India. Multicultural Club President Shakira Akhtar told us more about what Diwali is all about.
So today we're celebrating Diwali. So Diwali is one of the biggest South Asian holidays. It is primarily celebrated by Hindus in India. However, it is such a mainstream holiday nowadays that almost everyone across South Asia either knows about this holiday or celebrates it.
The campus event featured many activities for students to try, including crafts and temporary henna tattoos.
So crafts has a significance of artistic freedom. That's why a lot of Diwali activities include crafts. It's about displaying artistic freedom. We also have paper rangolis. So rangolis are floor paintings that we do with colored rice or sand for good luck and to invite the goddess of wealth and luck, Lakshmi, into our house. So because of that, we have our windows painted with rangoli designs in this building, but we are also doing paper rangolis to give some people time to relax a little bit, enjoy coloring. We're also doing temporary henna tattoos. So henna it has a significance of good luck on Diwali. It's one of those events where you put on henna. You also put on henna during Indian weddings or Bengali weddings. It's to bring health and good luck into the bride's life or the people's life in general.
Having food that was authentic to South Asian culture was also an important aspect of the celebration.
Being a college campus, it will be a little difficult to get everything spot on, but I will say someone who's grown up with this food, they've done a really good job this year. We have chicken tikka masala. We also have a vegetarian tikka masala. We have what we call aloo matar, which is potatoes and peas in a curry. We also have naan to go with everything. And we have one of my favorite desserts, which is gulab jamun. It's dough balls that are fried and then soaked in simple syrup. It is delicious.
As Multicultural Club President, Akhtar hopes that events like this serve as a fun and educational experience for colleges like Penn State.
So I think not only Penn State Hazleton, but Penn State itself being such a big and well-known college, I think having that way of having the access to the information of what is Diwali or similar events like this that have very high cultural significance outside of the States, it's a good opportunity to learn about new culture. It's also a way to get people to be more aware and more have more empathy and more compassion towards their friends who come from different backgrounds. So it's a really good way of learning things, and I think Diwali is all about knowledge over ignorance. So getting to have that knowledge really helps you avoid those situations where you're like you don't know about certain cultures, so you don't say the wrong things or you don't do the wrong things that might be disrespectful. So it's a really good way to mitigate not being ignorant for some people.
The Diwali celebration was held at the Butler Teaching and Learning Resource Center at Penn State Hazleton.
We continue our conversation this week with Harry Skeen, the Chief County Solicitor, on this week's Crocomo's County Report.
Is there any other area of the law that that we didn't touch on? Maybe assessment appeals, things like that?
Yep, we have a solicitor that works almost exclusively on tax assessment appeals. That's a very busy area, and I suspect that will continue to be busy as property values change and people try to get an abatement.
And you also, your office deals with a lot of the employment and labor issues that the county addresses during the course of a year, correct?
Correct, and every single labor issue generally comes to us through HR, but the different division heads could know there's a problem and bring it up directly to us, and then we work with HR. And then again, at times there are outside counsel that would work on those matters with us.
So I want to ask you what a typical day is like for you, but it seems like you really don't know what you're going to encounter on a specific day.
That is true, and that's one of the most exciting things about the job. I come in and I could have a plan of what I want to get done, and that plan changes almost instantaneously. Mm-hmm. And then if I'm lucky, I get to go back and work on the items I had planned to work on. Mm-hmm. But it's a very busy county, and there are a lot of legal issues that come up every day. And fortunately, I have assistants that could help me, and I could assess a matter and then hand it off to someone else to complete it.
So is it fair to say that the solicitor doesn't just deal with municipal or government issues? They deal with a wide range of issues from outside litigation, contracts, labor, and employment. It's not just municipal issues.
Correct. It's everything that comes up in the county. So some of it is just state laws and what the different departments have to do to be in compliance with state laws. Other times there could be a regulatory settlement that all of a sudden results in a bulletin coming down for an agency, and now the agency has a new compliance mandate, and we would have to review the compliance mandate and make sure they're in compliance so we don't get fined. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that come up.
So it's like the county's internal law firm.
Correct.
Well, thank you, Harry, for joining us today. This is Crocomo's County Report, and we will see you soon.
And that does it for the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest news and updates on our YouTube, Facebook, or at our website at wylntv.com. Stay with us for a look at the weather.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.